Guys, Ethan here, and today I'm bringing you another Slayer guide. So as you know, today is Sunday, so Slaying Sunday, and me and John have finally got back to it. We've been busy lately, so I apologize for that, but we are finally getting some more videos out, and I think this video is following John's video, unless I get it up before him. I don't know. I don't guess it really matters, but today we are covering task in Vannaka, and Vannaka can be found in the Edgeville dungeon. So that's where to find her. So let's go over the equipment. So first off, a Slayer helm. If you do not have a Slayer helm, then I'd recommend a black mask. And if you don't have a black mask, then pretty much your best mask. And then if you don't have a Fury, then just like a Glory or Amulet of Strength or anything like that. Dragon Defender, you can have a Rune Defender or any shield, Obby Shield, Dragon Square, whatever. And then your best melee gear, your best boots and gloves, and your best ring. You can get a warrior's ring, they're pretty cheap or something like that, but I like using Ring of Wealth, just personal. And then your best weapon, you can have like a whip or D-Semi or Sailor Sword or anything like that. And then your best cape, and you don't have to get this, but Vampirism, it's pretty nice. It heals you by 5% of damage you deal. No, that's not right. It can't be. I don't know, but it heals you so much, and it does save a lot of food for me. So let's move on to the inventory. As always, you have the superset and a special attack weapon. If you have claws, dragon claws, then I would highly recommend those because they are a lot better than the dragon dagger. And then prayer pots are always nice. You can speed the task up and just help out a little bit. And then your teleport out, it doesn't have to be a teleport to house. It can be pretty much a teleport to anywhere. It's always nice so you don't have to spend 30 minutes running back to a bank or something. And then your food. And then I'll explain these items at the bottom when it comes time. So let's go ahead and start this Slayer task. Well, not Slayer task, but Slayer guide. Okay, so the first monster is Jungle Horde. Now to get to these, you have to either start or complete Cabin Fever. I don't know if you can just like start it and then get to a certain point. I think you kind of have to complete it, but I'm not for sure on that. So once you complete it, you can, the way I got here, I lodestone to Port Sam, and then I took the southernmost boat over to Mossly Homeless. So I'm right here, and Jungle Hordes can be found just north of me, and there is a bank here, so it does make for easy banking and easy food. So let's just head on up, and you do need your Witchwood icon, and you do have to wear it, so you put that on and it takes the place of your necklace, and then you just start attacking. Of course you'd pot up, but I'm not going to actually pot up for you guys, but pretty basic. They are pretty easy. They don't drop anything good, really. They just drop some herbs and some noted pineapples and noted other fruits, I think. But they don't hit very high, and this will be an easy task. So don't expect too many drops because they really don't drop anything. I think there's just a couple things that are over 2k drops, so not very good drops, but oh well. Okay, next is kilowatts, and to get here you can either get your glory and teleport to Draenor Village, or take the lodestone and then run up to the manor, and then go to the very top floor, and there is a portal that you will go through. Okay, so here's the portal, and you will need your insulated boots to go in there, so make sure you put those on. And then when you go in here, he talks and says there's flashing lights and effects like that, so I don't know what he's trying to say. So you go in there, and it is a kind of weird looking place, as you can see. But here are the kilowatts. So just attack them like always. They are pretty easy also, and they do not hit very hard. I think they attack in range and mage, maybe? No, not mage. Range. I don't know what they attack in, honestly. But it's kind of a weird place. I don't even know where I'm going, honestly. Attack it! Anyways, yeah. So they drop some air, fire battle staffs, and a mystic fire staff. And they do drop a lot of, oh crap, went dead here. Nature runes. They do drop a lot of nature runes, so that can be beneficial. And I guess that's about it on drops, but they're pretty easy to kill, so this will be a fairly quick Slayer task. Next I'm going to cover two, and that's the Turf and Kursk, or Kursk. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyways, they can be found in the Slayer dungeon in Vannaka province, just east of the Golden Apple Tree. That's north of Sears Village. And they are kinda, here, I'll go ahead and click on the inside. They are pretty much at the end. So here's a Turoth and the Kursk, if that's how you say them. They're pretty close to each other, so that's why I was gonna do them back to back. And if you have 81 agility, you can get through through that shortcut. And if you have 62, you can get through that shortcut. So let's go ahead and back out. Oh my god, I forgot I can't do that. Anyways, you will need a leaf-bladed sword, spear. Is that the only two? I think leaf-bladed sword and spear. I don't know. And then there's a Slayer. What is it? Slayer dart. Magic dart for slaying. And then the broad arrows and broad bolts are the only thing that can attack these things. So I'd recommend the go ahead and put that to / I'd recommend using the leaf-bladed sword because it does the most damage in my opinion. But I guess if you're a ranger, then use the ranged ones, the arrows and broad bolts. Moving on to drops, they drop the leaf-bladed sword, which is pretty good money, and then the Turoths drop Torstal Seeds and Mystic Robe Bottom, the light colored ones, which I know can sell for quite a bit, but these will give you a good XP, and they are pretty low level. Well, not low level, but low defense, and they don't hit very high, so it'll be a pretty good task. Now let's go on over to the Kursk. Not Kurask. How do you say that? Kurask, I think. And you have to have the same weapons to kill these, and these are a bit higher level, so you might want to maybe play melee on these guys. I don't know. But anyways, they drop. Oh, before I get started, I forgot. The Turoths, you have to have level 55 Slayer, and for these, you have to have level 70 Slayer. I forgot to mention that, but oh well. These drop leaf-bladed swords, rune long swords, mystic robe top, the light ones, and then Torstal Seeds, and they also drop Kurask head for your house. You can mount it on the wall, and they kind of look weird, so that might be a odd addition to your house. So yeah, maybe you can get lucky and get one of those. Next are lesser demons, and they can be found on the Kurumja volcano, and you want to go in the easternmost dungeon, so go ahead and click that. And the lesser demons are found right here and up here. So yeah. Okay, so drops, they drop the champion scroll and court summons, and that's pretty much about, what am I doing? That's pretty much about it. Switch that. That's pretty much about it for these. They don't drop much, but they do give pretty good XP. And if you do have 25 dungeoneering, you can go into the resource dungeon if this area is crowded, or if you just want to, I guess. But there's not much to these. They are pretty simple, and they don't hit very hard. So you can pick up these accursed ashes, and you can put them in the urns, or you can scatter them for 13. So it's about like big bones, but they don't drop much. You can probably pick up the fire runes, and those might add up to a little bit, but other than that, they don't drop much at all. Next we have moss giants, and they can be found in the Vannaka sewers, but in my opinion the easiest way to get to them is through the Edgeville dungeon, which can be found right here just east of the yew trees. So let's go ahead and get in there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and you pop up right here, and you go all the way over here, and you can find Vannaka just right here, and it's right here through this little agility shortcut, which you need 51 agility. Now, if you don't have 51 agility, you can go through the Varrock sewers. Oops, sorry, I'm having trouble. Varrock sewers, which can be found right here, just kind of east of the palace, and you go in there, and you just pretty much run all the way through to the moss giants, which can be found in this little area right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through this pipe here. And now drops, they drop a lot of seeds like dwarfweed, toadstool, and snapdragons, which, well, I failed that. Anyways, which can all add up, like especially the toadstool, which is 250k at the moment, I think. So if you get that, that'll be a pretty nice drop. And there's only 2 here, but if there's no one here, then you can easily just kind of go back and forth, and the other one will have spawned before you get this one done, and it won't be too bad. So yeah, hopefully you get some lucky drops with the seeds, and this will be a pretty quick task because they have pretty low defense. Moving on to ogres. Now you can find these just east of Castle Wars, but the easiest way is the Enel lodestone or a house teleport, and it's a run on over. Now there's some up here and then some right here, and if you have a rope you can head over to this little island. There's a couple range spots on the island and here. Actually, there's range spots in all 3, but the island has the most ranged spots. So if you're ranging, then the island might be a better solution for you. Okay, so moving on to drops. They don't actually drop hardly anything, but they do drop toadstool seeds and snapdragon seeds, and as I've said, they do add up quite quick. And these guys have low defense and low attack, so this will be a easy task. And as you can see, that guy is in a safe spot. Now I don't know how that's a safe spot, some kind of glitch I guess with the setup, but you can also find some safe spots around these bushes, and over there's a lot of safe spots with the walls and the spears and stuff. So in my opinion, if you're gonna range, I would head over there because it's the easiest. And then up there's a couple spots, but yeah, so this will be a quick and easy task. Next we have otherworldly beans, which can be found in Xanaris, I think, the fairy city, whatever. If you don't have the fairy tales quest complete and you can't use the fairy rings, which is the easiest way to get there, you can head to Lumbridge Swamp and have your Draymond staff, I think it's called, or a Luna staff equipped, and go through that door right here, and it will teleport you there. So I'll just quickly show you. I don't even know how to get to a map. Oh gosh, hang on. So we are in Xanaris, and I guess, well, yeah, I guess I can pull up this map real quick and show you where they are. They are just south of the bank. Even has a label for it. And if you go through the hut in Lumbridge Swamp, you'll come out up here by the shrine. So let's go ahead and, oh gosh, my mouse messed up. So drops. They drop the battle staffs, like just normal battle staffs, and rune maces. If you want, you could high alch the rune maces, or you could just sell them because the bank's just right up there. If you want to quickly go bank once you get full inventory. I didn't get a single drop there, so I don't know what's up with that. I guess they don't drop bones. I don't even know what these things are. They look weird, but I guess some coins. I guess they don't have 100% drop of something, but I don't know. I did get these a lot when I was at a lower level in Slayer, so I don't know if that was just me or if they are a common Slayer task. We have sea snakes, which can be found in Miscellanea, if I'm pronouncing that right. If I zoom in, there's a little dungeon right there. And if you want to get to Miscellanea, the fastest way is your Ring of Wealth teleport, and it teleports you to the castle, and you can just exit the castle. Or you can go up to Relica and take, I think it's this one? No, this one. It's one of these 2 boats, and it'll take you up there. But I'd recommend the Ring of Wealth because it's much faster. Okay, so drops. They don't drop much, but they do drop some common seeds. Now, you can kill this sea snake young, which are level 90, or you can go just north a little bit and find the level 62 hatchlings. And I also think there's some more somewhere that a little bit higher level if you're wanting something higher than what level? 90. But I'd recommend these 90s because they'd be good XP and they're not going to be too tough. So yeah, they drop just pretty much common seeds. I think they drop some tool stools and snaps. Well, I just got a Vannaka seed, which is only like 10k. Oh, they do poison you, which is why I have the anti-poison. I forgot to mention that. So make sure you bring your anti-poison potions. And yeah, so I hope you get some lucky drops with your tool stools and snapdragon seeds. Next we have Shadow Warriors, and they can be found in the Legends Guild basement, and you do have to have the requirements to get into the Legends Guild to do this assignment. So let's go ahead into the dungeon, and then you can find them all the way at the end of the dungeon. Now the level 48s, and they don't actually show up on the map as a yellow dot, but they are here, trust me, and there's a ton of them, as you can see. And they do not drop hardly anything that's worth anything. They are pretty much worthless. They do drop charms, not very often, but they do drop them. So don't expect anything out of this task but XP, and XP is always good to get. So our last Slayer task is Molinisk. Now before I even start this, you will need a light source and the quest completion of Death to the Dorgishin. So just lodestone to Lumbridge or teleport to Lumbridge and go into the basement, which brings you out here, and then right here there is a hole in the wall, and once you go through the wall you will need your light source, of course, and there's a guy that you can follow to the Dorgishin mines, which is just, it makes you come out right here, and you come down through this door and it takes you to the Dorgishin town, and that's comes out right here, and then you just run all the way south. I'll zoom in a little bit, all the way south to this little staircase, and then go up that, and then all the way south to this staircase, and that brings you to the agility course. And you're probably wondering why with the agility course, but anyways, it takes you to the agility course, and on the side, the east side or west side, I forgot which one, I think it's the east side, there is a ladder that goes down into the dungeon that we need to kill Molinisks. Okay, so as you can see where my mouse is, that's where the ladder comes off, and you just go a little bit east, I guess. My thing was all messed up, but anyways, you can see the Molinisks on the wall, and what you do is you ring your Slayer bell, and it kind of pops off, and then you attack it. So some notable drops are Death Runes and Mole Claws, and they do drop some herbs which you can bank, like the Lantidimes and dwarf weeds and stuff like that, which can add up if you get a bunch of them, so I'd recommend picking those up. So that's it for this Slayer guide, and I hope these Slayer guides help you out. If you have any ideas of changes you want to see or another monster that you want to go more in depth, then just post in a comment. And we are sorry that it took so long to finally get another Slayer guide out. This one is following John, so definitely check out his that he just posted. So I guess without anything else to say, stay tuned for the next Slayer guide coming out the next Sunday, and I guess I'll see you soon. See ya.